What's going on, YouTube? I am Germ here, and right now there is so much going on in the Counter-Strike markets. There is so much crazy news, so many different stories that I want to talk about and that I'm going to talk about, but then out of nowhere, Valve decides to throw this at us, so I need to cover it as well, because honestly, my videos covering the patch notes have been doing some of the best on my channel so far. It seems like you guys definitely like this stuff, and this is a big one, just like Valve says here. Release notes for today are up. There is lots, and obviously people have a lot of criticisms, a lot of issues, a lot of problems with the game. People think a lot needs to be changed. So when Valve does drop a patch note and say that there is lots here, that is obviously going to be good news. Again, I think in a lot of ways is good news for everybody. A lot of changes happening, a lot of fixes happening, not just changes, is good for investors, is good for people who like playing the game, and is good for esports fans, esports players, teams, organizations, everyone. This is really, really good stuff to see. So I want to get into the exact patch notes, give some of my thoughts and opinions on some of the changes, and then also go over some screenshots of some things that are changing in game as well. So here we go. Obviously, like I said, this is a good problem to have, having way too much content and stories and different stuff to talk about, but it's just, this means some other things that I want to talk about are going to get pushed back, but hey, that's okay. Release notes for 11/16/2023. We have more sub-tick visual and audio feedback improvements. So obviously improvements is subjective or whatever. Hopefully they're actually fixing things. I don't know. I haven't played yet on this patch, but I'll probably try to get in a couple games tonight and see how it feels. I would also love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on, if this feels better, similar, different, same, worse, whatever. Again, they're not super specific, so I don't know exactly what they're fixing, but I know a lot of people have issues with the sub-tick visuals and the audio and how it feels and how it looks and how it plays. I know it's been getting better over the past couple weeks, so hopefully it continues to get better. And if this patch makes it as much better as the last patch did, that would be insane. But I don't know. I guess we're just going to have to take their word for it for right now. But I think they mostly know what they're doing. So hey, sub-tick visual and audio feedback improvements, great. Reduce sniper scope bob animation magnitude and frequency. This is great for those of you guys who don't know what bob is. Bob is like when you're moving around or running, how much your gun is like swaying. And I know a lot of people have said so far in CS2 it feels like guns are swaying way too much. People want to be able to take bob completely off, but hey, sniper scope bob animation magnitude and frequency, if that's going down, that's great, because it can be very distracting, especially if it's like covering up your crosshair, just covering up parts of the screen. So if that's getting reduced, I don't really think anyone is going to have an issue with that. I don't think people are like, oh, don't take away bob or add more bob or anything like that. I think less bob is pretty much always better. But yeah, whatever. So hey, cool, another great change. Fix a bug causing duck to be slower when the duck mode is set to toggle. That's weird. Fix a case where grenade throws weren't registering on the server. I've definitely had that happen, so thank you. I had something the other day where I had my grenade out and I'm going to right click it and my guy's just going like this. He's just fake throwing the grenade. I right click, oh, he doesn't throw it. I right click, oh, he doesn't throw it. I left click, now he throws it and now I'm dead. Like, okay, because I'm just standing here trying to throw a grenade for like 5 seconds straight. It would happen when the server was having issues or when the game was lagging in general and stuff like that, but overall just really strange, really weird. Hopefully they can fix stuff like that. Thrown grenades no longer prematurely detonate if thrown while intersecting a teammate. Cool. Players can no longer mitigate fall damage by defusing the bomb. I don't know if you guys saw clips of that. You could jump down, like on Nuke, from the rafters of Nuke or something. You could jump down. If you landed right on the bomb and just started defusing like mid-air, you would take no fall damage, which I don't know. I mean, who really cares? To me, this wasn't a huge deal, but obviously it seems like a bug or something weird that probably shouldn't be in the game. They fix it. Hey, great. Not game breaking. Don't really think it ever impacted games too much, hopefully, but a change that makes sense. Adjusted weapon drop trajectories to make throwing weapons more consistent, especially when throwing weapons downwards. When a network interruption is detected by official game servers, the official match will be canceled. If you guys don't know about this, I think why they implemented this, I was actually online a couple days ago playing when something like this happened. So I'm in a game, and it's like, I don't know, 4-2. We're in like the 7th round or something. And the entire servers crash for everyone. All 10 players are disconnected. But the game keeps going. And, we're trying to reconnect, and it will just say, oh, you can't reconnect. Try to reconnect. Oh, can't reconnect. Try to reconnect. Oh, can't reconnect. Finally, it lets 4 of us reconnect. And it's constantly saying reconnect or abandon. Like, even though everyone got dropped out of the whole game and all the servers are down, like you check Twitter, this happened to tons of other people. The whole servers for CS crashed. And it let us They let 4 of us back into the game, probably because most people just abandoned after trying to reconnect like 15 times. I'm sure most people just abandoned, but whatever. 4 of us get back into the game. We play a 2v2 out from, like the 7th round on. We play all the way, finish the game 2v2. My team ends up losing 13-11, which is really disgusting in a 2v2. But guess what? I get minus 1,000, my teammate gets minus 1,000, and then the other guys on the team that won, they're typing in the chat, what the fuck, I just got minus 1,000. Everybody in the game gets minus 1,000. So this weird something happened where everyone in the game, crashed out, the whole servers went bad, and then everyone, regardless, we played out an entire game, and then everyone gets minus 1,000 premier ranking, which is a lot of ranking as well. And that's really, really annoying and frustrating. And obviously, we're not going to be giving that back or anything like that. So it was this whole fiasco where people were very rightfully pissed and upset, and now Valve's solution just seems to be, hey, if the official game servers are having issues, they're going to cancel the match. That seems to make sense. I would have loved if that happened sooner. No, I just get minus 1,000 premier rating instead. Whatever. Add unique sounds for running and jumping on metal railings and poles. Cool. Fix a bug that occurred when interrupting the CZ deploy with inspect. Fixed it. So I don't know, just some random fixes here. Inspect another animation for the shadow daggers. Fixed a broken wrist animation with the survival knife. There would always be weird stuff where people's wrists would be going like inside out and sideways, and sure, fix that. Adjusted the Mac 10 first person animation to include strap. Fix the op. Fix a case where the deagle slide would fail to reset on each round restart. The revolver barrel now incrementally rotates for each shot, which is funny. Fix some animation issues with weapon placing community maps. Fix cases where the C4 light would not blink. Fix some cases where the player's shadow would show an incorrect pose. Okay, whatever. Some more miscellaneous stuff. I don't really think there's anything too big in here. Improve performance on screen particle effects. Not really anything too much on there. Added time to weekly rollover to the reduce XP message in the player profile tooltip. Fixed kill feed and death panel not displaying correct information if the killer died earlier or disconnected. Not too much in changes of the UI either. They have some map changes, some different stuff going on. That's cool. You guys will have to check that out. And then they actually did make some changes to some skins and stuff like that as well, which is some stuff I wanted to show real quick in this video. I know this guy, Zada, who's just a, random Twitter guy that I follow who tweets about CS stuff. He said some of today's changes. Gloves, the leopard gloves, the piss color was reverted. So a lot of people are saying that the leopard, they're like snow leopard gloves or whatever they're called, that they're just saying that there was a lot of yellow going on for it. So people are calling them like the piss leopard gloves or whatever. And I can't really tell too much. I don't know. It's obviously just screenshots, and maybe screenshots won't tell the whole story, but people are saying, hey, they look more white and less yellow. There's people in the comments saying, hey, snow leopard still looks a bit too yellow for snow. I don't know, but apparently those were changed a little bit. We have the gloves hedge and emerald web. They're better color, but no blue. Here's some before and after shots of what these look like. Again, it seems like a lot of like really, really subtle differences with stuff like this. We have the crimson web is now darker and more visible. It looks like darker red, the black lines, and then that stuff kind of looks more, stands out a little bit on that stuff, which I think is cool. And then people are also saying that the M4A4 Daybreak was fixed. Now, I don't know what was wrong with the Daybreak before. I don't own a Daybreak, so I didn't see it. I don't have a before and after, but I mean, cool. People seem happy with it. I know there was somebody else in the comments that was like, oh, yay, finally the Daybreak's fixed. Daybreak finally fixed. So, hey, if you're somebody who cares about the Daybreak or knows about it, great. It seems like it's fixed. Crimson Kimono wear is way better as well, apparently. So, there are some changes to a lot of different gloves and knives, and it's just kind of that thing where they're still updating random skins and stuff every single patch. But overall, this seems like a really good patch in terms of some gameplay improvements, some skin improvements, some glove improvements, stuff like that. And really, regardless of whatever they're changing or however good or great or bad or small or big or whatever this patch is, it just shows that Valve still really cares. They are still being very, very active. They're still very, very involved, and they're still trying to make changes, which at the end of the day is what everyone wants. Players, investors, esports fans, everyone involved in esports, everything like that. They're continuing to be very proactive and very just active with these updates. It seems like one update's coming out every couple of days, and they're big and they're impactful and they're making things better. Even if it's slowly but surely, we're taking baby steps in the right direction, and we're on track for CS2 to eventually be the game that everyone wants it to be. There was one more thing too. Here is the blue steel. Apparently this was changed too. This is the before screenshot of the blue steel. I found this in, somebody sent this in Nalo's Discord. The before screenshot of the blue steel, and here's the after. You can see it's a lot darker blue, a lot cleaner. Some people were saying it looked like a sapphire before, so I don't know if you own blue steel knife, maybe you noticed some changes there as well. But I think this was kind of one of the bigger changes that everyone was talking about in the patch. So, some knife changes, some glove changes, little stuff like that. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully I catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.